Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm continuing with my Prince discography journey. We have made it to his second album from 1979 called Prince. Now, just like his prior album, For You, which was released a year prior, this album was also written, arranged, composed, produced, and performed entirely by Prince. Now, Prince was displeased with the lack of success that his prior album, For You, brought, so he quickly recorded the follow-up. He recorded the album in just a few weeks after Warner Brothers asked for a follow-up to his prior album, For You. When reviewing the album Prince, one critic wrote, "This boy is going to be a big star, and he deserves it." Now, there are 9 tracks on the album for a total of 41 minutes, and I also don't recall hearing any of these songs before. So let's dive right into it with track 1, I Wanna Be Your Lover. I also have my spritzer bottle on hold, because I feel like I might need it for this album. Let's get into it. That was track 1, I Wanna Be Your Lover. Yes, indeed, this satisfied my sexual craving. I mean, Prince can bring you to orgasm just from a couple syllables. Oh, lover. I love the beat of this track, that riff, that funky disco ecstasy, whatever you want to call it. I mean, so far I've used the words sexual, orgasm, and ecstasy, and we're only 1 track into the album. I never said this video was gonna be PG. I ain't got no money. I ain't like those other guys you hang around. It's kind of funny, but they always seem to let you down. And I get discouraged because I never see you anymore. And I need your love, babe. That's all I'm living for. I didn't want to pressure you, baby, but all I ever wanted to do, I want to be your lover. I want to turn you on, turn you out all night long, make you shout, oh lover. I love how he just screams that part in his falsetto. I want to be the only one you come for. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Now, this was selected as the lead single from the album, and I'm curious to know if this turned out to be the hit that Prince was searching for. I Wanna Be Your Lover was Prince's first major hit single in the United States, reaching number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song details Prince's love for a woman and how he would treat her better than the men she is with, and frustration that she thinks of him as a child. Now, lyrically, the song does stop halfway through, and the other half is just purely instrumental, which I actually didn't mind. I was just moving a groove in my body, and it was a sexy hot time. Anyway, though, let's move on to track 2, Why You Wanna Treat Me So Bad. That was track 2, Why You Wanna Treat Me So Bad. What is there to say? I mean, I loved everything about this track. The production, the instrumental. I loved that riff, the chorus, and his voice. I mean, don't even get me started on his voice. I don't need to tell you. And that guitar solo towards the end. There's some talking going around town that you really don't give a damn. They say you really put me down when I'm doing the best I can. I gave you all of my love. I even gave you my body. Tell me, baby, ain't that enough? What more do you want me to do? I play the fool when we're together, but I cry when we're apart. I could do you no better. Why you wanna treat me so bad? Yeah, why do you wanna treat this guy so bad? Now, this was selected as the second single from the album. The lyrics explore a relationship with a cruel lover. Cruel indeed. I mean, the overall instrumental, Prince did all the instruments on this track, on this entire album. I mean, I'm speechless. What I also love about this album so far is it's just so damn exciting. It's like a party. It's a party in your ears. Perhaps even a party in your mouth if you want it to be. Let's move on to track 3, Sexy Dancer. That was track 3, Sexy Dancer, Stop. Just stop. I feel like I need to get up and take a break, which I've never said that before in any of my videos before. I've never said that before. I genuinely feel like I need to get up, walk away from my camera, and go somewhere, do something. I'm stroking my MacBook Pro screen right now. Sexy Dancer, you got my body screaming. Sexy Dancer, you got me just a creaming. Sexy Dancer, when you rub my body. Sexy Dancer, it gets me so hot. I want your body, want your body. I want your body, I want you to rub me down. I'm gonna cream in my pants. This man possesses so much sex appeal, not just in his voice, but his talents when it comes to playing all these instruments. I mean, just the way he plays the instruments, it's sexy. There was a piano solo towards the end of the song, which was amazing. Now, Sexy Dancer was selected as the 4th single from the album. Sexy Dancer uses prominent bass guitar, grunts, and screams to excite the listener. Well, it worked. I imagine this song didn't play on the radio back in the day because of its sexual nature, unless it was heavily censored. Anyway, though, let's move on to track 4, When We're Dancing Close and Slow. That was track 4, When We're Dancing Close and Slow. Timeless. I quite enjoyed the overall vibe of this song, the energy. It's such a beautiful song to listen to. I mean, you could play this at a wedding or a prom. When we're dancing close and slow, I never want to let you go. I feel your warm embrace, the softness of your face. Tell me, baby, are we here alone? When we're kissing long and hard, I can almost taste the thoughts within your mind. Sex-related fantasy is all that my mind can see. So maybe this isn't the best song to play during a high school prom or even a wedding. It's very beautiful, but some of the lyrics might be a bit awkward to play at those functions, such as, where is it? I want to come inside of you. I really enjoyed his vocals on this track. At times, his singing was quite angelic. I think this might be, I mean, it's hard to say, but this really is one of my favorites on the album so far. I mean, all the songs are my favorites, but if I had to choose, this one definitely is top tier for me. I mean, I would play this at my wedding. Anyway, though, let's move on to track 5, With You. That was unexpected. Was I expecting to cry listening to this album? No, especially with songs like the first 3 tracks on the album. So sexual. I wasn't expecting this album to go from blatant sexuality to soft tenderness that brings me to tears. Wow. I mean, another song you could play at a wedding. I'm already making my wedding playlist in my head. I've held your hand so many times, but I still get the feeling I felt the very first time. I've kissed your lips and laid with you, and I cherish every moment we spend in each other's arms. I guess my eyes can only see as far as you. I only want to be... I can't. And it doesn't help, I went to a wedding this past weekend. I want to get married. I am quite romantic. I mean, I want my fairy tale wedding. I want to find my Prince Charming. I'm very much into romance and that lovey-dovey stuff. Think of Disney, Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, Cinderella, Snow White, Happily Ever After. That's what I want. That's what most people want. So thank you, Disney, for planting that in my head. Everything about this song was perfection. His vocals and the overall just composition, the instrumental, everything about it. The songwriting, the story, it touched me. It touched my soul. Anyway, though, let's move on to track 6, Bambi. Speaking of Disney, that was track 6, Bambi. If his vocals on this track doesn't make you cream your pants, I don't know what will. Wow. Bambi! I can't even talk about the song. I'm just so overwhelmed. I knew from the start that I loved you with all my heart, but you were untrue. You had another lover, and she looked just like you. Bambi, can't you understand? Bambi, it's better with a man. So is he singing about this woman who he liked, but perhaps she went with another woman? You had another lover, and she looked just like you. And then he says, Bambi, it's better with a man. Definitely some sort of bisexuality happening on this track, I think. Prince usually gets the girl in his songs, but here he has met his match. He's trying to get a woman to love him, even though she's a lesbian. Okay. I'm gonna show you what it's like to be loved by a man. Bambi, I know what you need. Bambi, maybe you need to bleed. So, is he singing about, like, popping her cherry? It is a very aggressive song, vocally. And just the story of the song in general. It is a little creepy, I won't lie. I mean, for me anyway, it does sound like something a douchey straight guy would tell a woman in a bar. He finds out she's a lesbian, and he's like, come home with me, and I'll show you it's better to be with a man than a woman. I imagine it's almost insulting for a lesbian to hear that. I did like the overall production of the song, though, and his vocals were on point. So amazing. Anyway, though, let's move on to track 7, It's Still Waiting. That was track 7, Still Waiting. Absolutely gorgeous. The overall instrumental, very soulful, and it was more jazz inspired, and I did like the instrumental. His vocals also were immaculate, like always. A very passionate and soulful track. I will say though, it's not one of my favorites on the album. I did think, I don't know, it just didn't really resonate with me like a lot of the other songs did. All my friends tell me about the loves they've had. Can't they see what they're doing to me? It makes me feel so bad because I'm so alone and brokenhearted. It ain't like my life is ended, but more like it never started. Aww. The love my friends rap about, I keep anticipating. I try so hard, but don't you know, my patience is fading away, still waiting. I can so relate to this track. I spend my days just trying to find that love to call my own because I'm sick and tired of being alone, still waiting, waiting for that love I wish on every star above. I'm still waiting. So I will say, I do like the lyrics of this track. I think lyrically, it's one of the more sentimental, it's one of the more, I don't know, I think lyrically and story-wise, this is one of the best songs. Now, Still Waiting was selected as the 3rd single from the album. The ballad speaks from the perspective of a young man who hasn't yet found love, but yearns for it. I mean, that's me. I was literally just talking about my wedding, my future wedding, a couple songs ago. Anyway, though, let's move on to track 8, I Feel For You. That was track 8, I Feel For You. Another solid track on the album I quite enjoyed. And of course, the synths, the keyboards. I liked the saxophone at one point. It was like purring. That's the best way I can explain it. Baby, baby, when I look at you, I get a warm feeling inside. There's something about the things you do that keeps me satisfied. I wouldn't lie to you, baby. It's mainly a physical thing. This feeling that I got for you, baby. It makes me want to sing. I feel for you. I think I love you. These are classic sounding Prince lyrics about his love for this person and how they make him feel. This isn't one of my favorite tracks on the album. I did like listening to it, but I definitely wouldn't listen to as much as a lot of the other songs I listened to already. The most successful and best known version of this song was recorded by Chaka Khan for her 1984 album. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna have to check it out now. I don't think I've ever heard Chaka Khan's version. But we have made it to the end of the album, track 9, It's Gonna Be Lonely. So lonely. That was track 9. It's Gonna Be Lonely. Wow. This is one of my favorite tracks on the second half of the album. If not my favorite track. I like the overall progression of the song from beginning to end. Initially, the first minute or so, I didn't really know what to make of it. But then it really did grow on me the longer I listened to it. We've been together for quite some time. I think by now you know it would take forever to get you off my mind. If ever you decide to go, I guess I got a little insecurity when it's concerning you. I guess I'm just afraid that you ever leave me. I'd be a messed up state of blue. And I'd be so lonely without you loving me. Aw, so this is a perfect continuation of some of the prior tracks I listened to about his loneliness, and he would just be devastated and so alone without this person. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I do think this is one of the highlights on the album. So that was all 9 tracks of Prince by Prince, and I mean, what do I say? Very, very, very sexy. I mean, look at the album artwork. Tons of sexuality, blatant sexuality. There's panting and moaning. Not moaning, but just verbal penetration. There's verbal penetration, verbal thrusting. I mean, even I was getting hot and bothered many, many, many times. But also, there's a sentimental side to the album, especially on the second half. He sings about his love for this person and how he wants to have sex with them because he loves them, he wants to be with them, he's gonna show them a good time. But also, there's that sense of loneliness and how he's scared of never finding his true love, and he wants that commitment. He doesn't want this person to leave him. I wasn't expecting to get the feels as much as I did listening to this album. Songs like When We're Dancing Close and Slow and With You, I mean, gorgeous. There's so much dimension to Prince's singing in all these songs, his falsetto, and the way he penetrates you with every lyric he sings. I also love the compositions of these tracks. The instrumental, I have to keep reminding myself that he played all these instruments. So many great riffs and guitars and piano, keyboards. Prince is a wizard, not just when it comes to his vocals, but the instrumentals of these tracks. I personally think this album is a big improvement over his prior one. I did like his prior album. There was nothing wrong with it. I just find this album to be, it's more memorable. I mean, I'm gonna have to have the fire department on speed dial going forward because things are gonna get hot and explosive and very, very, very sexy. And I say that because his next album from 1980, his third album, is called Dirty Mind. God help me. So what did you guys think of this album and what are your impressions of it? And that's pretty much all I have to say. So thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram, you can message me, you can say, hey, how are you? And I will see you next time. Take care.